Hello, thanks for giving me a couple of minutes of time today to talk with you about Listing Booster and how it can help your business. Very simply put, Listing Booster is designed to help real estate agents get more listings and to generate more leads. Now, we believe that the excitement for a prospect is always in the home, it's never in the loans. So Listing Booster is intended to leverage your properties, your listings, to generate more leads and to put you in a position to where you can earn more listings. So let's look at it. The first thing Listing Booster is going to do for your properties is it's going to create a dedicated property website. Now we know this isn't reinventing the wheel. In fact, there's a lot of companies that do this. But Listing Booster has a different take on everything. We assume that a prospect who might be looking at one of your properties online might be interested in buying a house, in fact probably will buy a house, but maybe not the one that they're looking at that moment. But their information, that prospect, is still important to us. So what we want to do is allow that prospect to engage on your property so they can answer all of their real estate needs. And we do that by providing tabs across the top and on the left-hand side. And when any prospect clicks on these, it takes them to a squeeze page. Once the prospect fills that information out, that lead is then sent to your Listing Booster account, which then will forward it onto your email. And assuming that you have your email set up with your phone, you're going to get that lead and be able to act upon that lead while that prospect is looking at the property. Very powerful tool. The second thing that we do is we try to kind of build a workaround with Trulia and Zillow. Now, if you're an agent out there and you put your properties up on Trulia or Zillow, we like doing this because we know they get a lot of hits and it's going to help us sell a house. But what we don't necessarily like is the fact that Trulia and Zillow are using our listings to gather information on prospects and then sell them back to us or worse yet, our competition. So with Listing Booster, what we've done is we've created a branded virtual tour. A branded virtual tour is exactly what that implies. It's branded to the agent on the left-hand side, and it also allows a potential prospect to engage on the right-hand side. So imagine if somebody is looking at one of your listings on Trulia, they're going to look at everything before they hit the Contact an Agent button, and one of those things is going to be the virtual tour. What takes place if you're working with Listing Booster is that prospect is rerouted off of Trulia to a virtual tour that's branded to you, and the only one they can engage is going to be you. Now, we have two versions of virtual tours. We have our theatrical version in the left-hand side, and we have our full screen theme, which is intended really for your high-resolution pictures and high-end properties. But again, with both of our virtual tours, our branded virtual tours, any prospect can engage. It'll take them to a squeeze page and send you that lead to your phone so you can engage them while they're actually looking at your virtual tour. So in short, the branded virtual tours through Listing Booster are going to help you keep more of your leads. Now, one of the concerns that you may have is that your multiple listing system does not allow for a branded virtual tour. Listing Booster is very unique in this respect. We offer a non-branded virtual tour to keep you compliant for IDX feeds and your MLS, but on sites that allow for branded virtual tours, Listing Booster is just going to do that for you. You would expect from any fully integrated marketing tool for your listings that you're going to have all your social capabilities. Well, that's the case with Listing Booster. We're also going to automatically generate a video on your property, which is branded to you at the beginning and the ending of the video, and we're going to publish that to YouTube, the second most utilized search engine in the country. And of course, at that point, you can take the embed code or share it however you choose to. We also have Facebook integration for your fan pages. So when somebody is looking at one of your listings, it will automatically be on your fan page. And of course, as is the case with everything in Listing Booster, a prospect can engage your property on a multitude of levels, and when they do that, that lead will go back to you through your Listing Booster account. Are you a fan of LinkedIn, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest? Really, any type of sites that people are using to search real estate information, we have the solution for you. Social media sharing through Listing Booster, all intended to bring clients back to you, is a great way for you to change your outlook for 2014 and beyond. Listing Booster has a fantastic Craigslist strategy that's going to engage prospects by using their smartphones. So if they want to gather more information, for instance, through one of your Craigslist postings, it's going to go through your phone, where we will capture the information along with that phone number and send it immediately to you so you can engage a prospect while they're looking at your property on Craigslist. What about your houses? Are you holding them open? I always think holding your house open is really a huge tax on your personal and your family time. Agents will sit properties for 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday or Sunday in hopes they might have a client come through to where they're going to use their services. But with Listing Booster, we have unique identifying numbers for each and every one of the properties. So if somebody is driving by a house in a neighborhood that they maybe see themselves living in down the road, not only will they have your sign, but the sign writer. Each property has a unique identifying code, as I said. In this case, it's text. For our example, the text code would be LBR700, and the number that you would text it to is 878787. So if you wanted to try that right now, check it out. Go to your text on your phone. The number is 878787. Use the text code LBR700, no spaces, not cap sensitive, and see what happens in just a couple of seconds. That YouTube video is now on your phone. All the information and amenities on the property is on your phone. And the real estate agent lender's information is also there. But more importantly, I now in real time have just captured your information. If you were a prospect on one of my listings, you'd be receiving a phone call from me right this minute. So having Listing Booster is like holding your homes open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now the good part, winning your listings every time. Imagine if you're sitting down and you're speaking with a potential client, somebody who is going to list their house and they're talking with you and a couple of other agents. Well, you can do one of two things. You can discount your price in order to get that listing, and we don't recommend that, but rather, why don't we offer a superior tool? Imagine if you had the confidence to tell your prospective listing that within 24 to 48 hours of listing the house, you're going to have a dedicated web page put up, all intended to capture information of anybody looking at it. A virtual tour, both branded and non-branded, which is going to be put to every real estate outlet in the country. You're going to have a sign writer put up in front of their house with a unique identifying code of their property, so when anyone drives by and wants more information, you'll have that information so you could run that prospect down and find out exactly what their home buying intentions are. You're also going to be posting to Craigslist, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube. All of this is going to happen within 24 to 48 hours without you doing anything other than putting your property up on your local multiple listing system. Now, let me ask you this. You might have marketing material with your company right now, and you don't want Listing Booster to compete against what you already have. But let me ask you this. If your goal was to catch more fish, would you catch more fish with one pole in the water or two? Or rather, would you catch more fish with one pole in the water or 50? Well, that's what Listing Booster is offering you. More poles in the water means more chance to touch prospects and turn them into your clients. Now, how do we make this possible? It's because what the cost of the account is. It's $24 annually for the loan officer. So if you're sharing in the cost and sharing in the leads, your portion is only going to be $1 a month or $12 per year. Now, I told you a moment ago when you're on your listing presentation how you would have the confidence to tell any prospective listing that you would have all of this stuff built within 24 to 48 hours. Well, what happens with Listing Booster is that we're going to generate an email within 24 to 48 hours and send it to you. And it's going to have all the links for all the marketing that is put together. So when you forward this on to your new listing, they're going to see that you followed through with exactly everything you said you were going to do. And having happy clients is going to get you more referrals for more listings as well. Now, in order to get the fantastic automation, ListHub is a company that we work with, which is in about 2 out of every 3 markets across the country. But now at Listing Booster, we also have point to agent, and we also have direct feeds to MLSs. So all of our automation is available in most markets. And if you have any questions on this, you can always contact us at the Listing Booster support line, and we'll let you know if automation is in your area. So that's it. It's time for you to get back to work. But Listing Booster can change your outlook for 2014 by taking your listings and doing what every agent should be doing with them, which is to get that information out to where people are looking at it online, capturing the information, making the follow-up phone calls, and of course, having all of this at your disposal for your listing presentations helps you not only get more buyers, but more listings. Thank you.